Welcome to another Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot. The newest expansion, Murder at Castle Nathria, is set to release in the first week of August, and in anticipation of the new set, Blizzard released a new legendary, Prince Renathal. And talk about a shakeup, this legendary allows you to start the game with not only 40 health, but also 40 cards in your deck, allowing for some crazy possibilities. We've never seen a mechanic change the fundamental rules of Hearthstone to this degree before, and we're here to help you strategize for or against it. Before we jump into the first tier, we want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be kept up to date with all of our Hearthstone content. While you're at it, be sure to check out the rest of the meta report over at tempostorm.com for a more in-depth analysis of the entire meta report. Now let's jump right in. Leading off tier 1 this time around is Murloc Control Shaman. This archetype has strongly benefited from the new meta, thanks to players omitting Kazakhstan, the pesky dragon that has kept Shaman down, from their lists. This archetype aims to make use of Gorlock to cycle through your deck aggressively, letting you get to your strong control tools ASAP. The most notable change that Shaman has seen recently is the inclusion of Bloodlust in order to help finish off the game in slower matchups. Shaman has a pretty consistent matchup spread, with its best matchup coming from Naga Priest or Fell Demon Hunter, as both decks aim to play for board and struggle against clears or freezes. But look out for Quest Hunter and its over-the-top burn. The next deck making an appearance in tier 1 is Thief Rogue. This deck was performing even better before the introduction of Prince Renathal into the meta, and nothing has really changed. While some players have opted to run the Prince in this deck, most top-level players have concluded that the 30-card list is more consistent, as some cards are too good to lower their draw rate. Thief Rogue aims to develop a large board using cards such as Vessel, with a card generation engine to get out of pesky game states. It performs best against other board-based decks like Naga Priest, or against the greedy big Spell Mage. But look out for the Hunter class as a whole, it just packs too much of a punch for you. The last deck we're looking at in tier 1 this time around is Big Spell Mage. This archetype remains as one of the most fun archetypes to play, but one of the most infuriating to play against. The deck plays like a slot machine, and the rewards are rank gains for you or your opponent. Big Spell Mage is perfect for those who like wacky game states, and we promise we won't judge you too much for playing it. The deck seems to perform best against Naga Priest and Quest Hunter, as they struggle to overcome your armor and stop you from going off with your large spells. But Thief Rogue and Big Priest Hunter demand a crazy pop-off turn for you to kill them. Anything less, and you're dead in the water. Rexxar remains the king of tier 2 this patch, with its best deck, Quest Hunter, resembling a power list of old Raza Priest. The deck stalls the early turns while throwing burn at their opponent or their minions to finish its quest. Then it transitions to a burn plan to close the game out. Your best matchups are against slower decks that give you time to finish your quest, making Control Shaman a cakewalk for you. But dealing with Big Spell Mage is a hassle. Good luck in this matchup. The second deck making an appearance in tier 1 is Naga Priest, a minion-based priest deck that makes use of the previously buffed Serpent Wig to consistently summon large boards of durable threats. If your opinion ever leaves a high health minion alive, you can usually close the game out with Shadow Word, Devour, and Bless to summon an extremely large minion out of nowhere. While fun, the deck has a bit of an awkward matchup spread. It tends to struggle against all of the tier 1 decks, but it pretty much bullies all of the tier 2 and lower archetypes, making it a good anti-meta pick. The last deck we're looking at today is Big Priest Hunter. This deck has seen a massive rise in popularity thanks to Prince Renathal's ascension, giving this Rexxar list access to more durability and stall. This is another very fun deck to play, as playing an early King Crush and reviving it is an unmatched feeling. Big Beast Hunter performs best against decks that give you the time to assemble your army of beasts, making Big Spell Mage and Thief Rogue solid matchups for you. On the other hand, decks that can easily deal with your threats aren't fun to face. Control Shaman, for instance, can feel nearly unwinnable. And that concludes our Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot breakdown. Hopefully the advent of Renathal is just a foretaste of things to come. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second to subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, let us know in the comments below what extra large 40-card decks you've been playing the most. We'll be sure to read them carefully and see what we can take to the ladder. Until next time.